Alright, we are working on a stem and leaf on Skills 14, and it says at the very top, create a stem and leaf plot for each set of data. Remember to include a key for each plot. Here's my data. Are these numbers in order? No, they are not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through first and determine what my stems are. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, 3, 1. So over here off to the side, I want you to write stem 2. Stem is your first, or in other words, no, it's not necessarily your tens, it's your largest place value digit, because it's not a number. Okay, I want you to understand that what I just highlighted is not a number, because that digit is part of a number. So when we're working with stem and leaf, it's very important that this word right here, digit, that is only a digit within the number. Everybody understand that? Okay. I'm going to find my smallest one. What is my smallest one? Obviously it's what?
20, 23.
No, but my smallest stem.
Oh, 20.
2.
I mean, 2.
So I want you to put a 2 there. Now over here in my key, I want you to put a 2. Okay, and I want you to understand that when we're making the key with the 2 first, because that's our very first stem. Put a line in the middle because that represents this line right here. Okay, this represents my largest place value, which happens to be a tens place, right? Yes. So I have 2, and then my leaves. So I'm going to take all the ones that start in the 2s, and I'm going to go through those first. So I'm going to grab another color highlighter. And this is why it's important to have highlighters in math. And I'm going to highlight all my 2s. 29, 29, 26, 27, and 23. Alright, so I've gone back to check. Did I get all my 2 stem numbers? 29, 29, 26, 27, 23. Yes. So now I go through and I determine which one is the smallest. I'm going to go with 23. So I'm going to put a 3 there with a comma, and then I'm going to cross it out. Now I have 27, 26, 29, and 29. 26, comma, scratch it out. 27, comma, scratch it out. 29 and 29. And you do write both of them in, because you do need all of that data. Okay? So now my next one would be what? 3. I've already crossed out all my blue highlighted ones, right? Now I can go back and highlight again in my blue, because I've used the other ones. 35, 32, and 31. Okay? So now I'm going to look at those. 35, 32, and 31. What comes first? 31, cross it out, put a comma. Then 32, put it down, and comma, and then 35. And slowly I'm getting rid of my data, aren't I? And I'm putting them in a plot, a stem and leaf plot. I want you to go ahead and highlight that up here, because a stem and leaf plot is everything you see here. This is your plot. All of that is your plot. My next set of numbers, I have 4s and 5s. What am I working with? 4s and 5s. What's next? 4, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my 5 here already. So I'm going to first work with 4s, 49, 44, 49. Which one comes first? 44, comma, scratch it out. And then I have 49, comma, scratch it out, and then I have another 49. Then what's left? 55. 55 and 53, so 53 goes first, comma, and then 55. Scratch them out. Now, isn't it easy to go back and look at your data and say, okay, did I use all of it? Yes, I did. Are they all placed here? Yes, they are. Are you done? Yes. Your stem is your first or largest place value digit. Your leaves are your last digit on the right, which is your smallest place value. Now, up here where you have digit, I want you to put a parenthesis and I want you to put an S there. Because what you're about to see right now is how your stems can actually be two numbers. Your stems can actually be two numbers. That's what we're going to see on number 2 right here. Okay, but again, so right now Alina just brought up a really good point. Miss, on number 2, all the numbers start with a 4. So this is where your rounding, your estimating, your knowledge of, if they're all the same. Remember how we play winner, winner, chicken dinner? If there's no winner, those of you that aren't in my class, you don't know about winner, winner, chicken dinner. We play winner, winner, chicken dinner to put numbers in order, okay? So if I look at these, I have a 4. So I'm going to go through and highlight all the first ones first. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Obviously, all of them are in the 400s, right? Yes. Well, because they're all in the 400s, I need to now start using my tens place to determine the values. Okay, I have 44, 43, 45, 43, 46, 45, 44, 46, 45, 44, 45, 44. Now can I use my first 2 digits, hundreds and tens, to make a stem, to make different stems? Yes, because they're not all the same, are they?
No.
No, so I can use them. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell myself, okay, obviously they're all in the 400s, but 400 and what? What is my 10? I have 440, 430, 450, 430, 460. Notice how I'm saying just the second number as a 10. 440, 430, 450. Go, say them with me. 430, 460, 440, 460, 450, 440, 450, 440. So now we can place these in order as our stems. So our smallest one is 44, 43, 45, 43, 46, 45, 44, 46, 45, 44. So it's going to be the 43. So my stem is going to be 43. And when I look at this whole number, I have 432. Do I have any other 43s? Okay, what's my next one? Okay, 435. Cross it out. Did I have any other 430s? No, right?
No.
Now I'm looking at my what? 440, 440, 440, 440. Now what I'm showing you here is another method in case you don't have a secondary highlighter. You do have the option to just, as you're going, if you have colored pencils, this is what you do. You go with your underlined, whatever you already used, cross them out. Your next ones you underline. Obviously I'm working with 44, 45, 46, 45, 44, 46, 45, 44, 45, 44. I've underlined all my 44s, right? 440? Yes? Yes. Okay. 441, 442, 446, 446. They're already in order. 44 with a 1, 44 with a 2, 44 with a 6, and then 44 with a 6 again. Now I'm just left with 45, 46, 45, 46, 45, 45. What am I working with? 45, 45, 45, and 45. So I have 45 with a 5, 45 with a 1, 45 with a 1, 45 with a 5. What comes first? 45 with a 1. Then 45 with another 1. Then very good. Okay, and my last two are 469, 469. They're both the same, so what do? 46 with 9, and then 9 again. Okay, now to make my key, I start with my top numbers. What do I have? 43. Make my line. Sorry. Okay, I had 43 for my key, so you take this, and you only work with these, and you bring it down for your key. So 43 with your line, and what's your first number? 2. I did forget to do it on the other one, I apologize. So coming up here, it was a 2 with a 3 equals 23. Here, 43 with a 2 equals 432. Is there anything difficult about stem and leaf? No. So skills 14 and 15. Go ahead and work on. Money.